Imagine building a $13 million empire without spending a fortune on advertisements or paying celebrities to endorse your product. That is exactly what Phorm did. And they didn't just stop there. They got 4,000 plus influencers to shout about them and their supplements from the rooftops of social media. How? That is what we're gonna dive into today. We've studied them, we've broken down their exact strategy, and I'm gonna share that with you. Who am I? I'm Yash Chavan. I'm the founder at SARAL, which is an influencer operating system that hundreds of brands use to build influencer programs just like Phorm. Phorm isn't just another supplement company thanks to their influencer partnership. They've cracked the code of turning their customers and loving fans into unstoppable marketing forces. No huge budgets, no fancy celebrity deals, just smart, strategic, long-term influencer marketing that you can replicate no matter what you're selling. That is why I love this case study and I'm ready to share this with you. Let's dive in. Let's kick things off with lesson number 1 from Phorm. Scale is everything. There is a common misconception amongst brands that you would just reach out to a couple dozen influencers and some of them will post and then the face of your brand is going to change forever and you're going to go viral. Well, that's not how it works. There's a reason why Phorm works with over 4,000 and probably 5,000 influencers by the time you're watching this video, right? There's a reason for that. In the old world, it's math. More influencers means more consistent visibility, means more diversity in your program, which means more people buy. As simple as that. So takeaway number 1 from Phorm is don't put all your eggs in 1 or 2 influencer baskets. Spread them out. Do scrambled egg strategy, right? Like work with micro influencers, work with nano influencers, diversify niches and grow your program to hundreds if not thousands of influencers over time. Well, you may be wondering, how do we find all these creators? Because it sounds daunting scrolling through Instagram or TikTok having to find all of these creators. The way you do that is you find influencers at scale with SARAL. In SARAL, I'll probably add a screen share here. You can just go in, type in a hashtag, search for creators, and it'll show you hundreds if not thousands of creators that post about the exact same topic that your customers are interested in. Make sure that you scale your program and you have a goal of having at least hundreds of influencers on your program. That's takeaway number 1. Moving on to lesson number 2 is that you would get away with working with a few, usually large influencers. Nowadays in 2024, 2025 and beyond, you need to work with many creators to create a halo effect around your brand. It's not so much about your product or your brand, it's about the lifestyle that your brand allows and promotes the influencer or your consumer to live. So what Phorm did was, instead of pushing protein powders and supplements and all of that, they pushed content that teaches a certain workout, that inspires people to and motivates them to work out, that entertains them, that is like a little bit of a gym jokes, for example, right? So make sure that your content that the influencers are posting over time becomes less and less about the product and more about just the brand and the lifestyle that the brand espouses. Nike doesn't necessarily share about, hey, here's our shoe and it's got these microfibers and it has this grippy sole, which means you run faster or whatever. They don't say that in their influencer content. They just show an athlete that came from a poor background and lots of disadvantages and they won the Olympic gold medal. They show that. So show the lifestyle that your brand allows your influencers to live. So for example, a protein powder. Would you rather have somebody share like, hey, here's all this protein powder with all of these benefits, or would you rather them just show how they are losing weight and in that process using your protein supplement, right, to build muscle or whatever? So make sure that your content is about a certain transformation, about a certain lifestyle that you allow your customers to live. That's takeaway number 2 from Phorm, is they never ever promote their product directly through their influencers. It's more about the lifestyle, the motivation, the grind, the fun of working out. Make sure that you're encouraging your influencers to be storytellers and not to be salespersons for your brand. Number 3, give your influencer program a name that sticks, a name that people want to associate with. The worst thing you could do is have everything else perfect and call it an affiliate program or an influencer affiliate program or something like that. Don't do that. Phorm calls its program the Legionnaire program, or Sephora calls it Sephora Squad. Gymshark calls it Gymshark Athlete. So it's not just Phorm, but any successful brand that you look at would give a name that sticks, a name that people want to associate with. So what do you feel when you hear the word Phorm affiliate versus what do you feel when you hear I'm a Legionnaire? It indicates unity, strength, motivation. It gives you all of those feelings, and that is just the power of a single word. Influencers do not want to be called affiliates. Note that it's an army of brand ambassador, an army of legionnaires, a squad, athletes that you're building up. Give your program a sticky name so that there is a sense of belonging. It's a little bit aspirational so that people actually want to be part of your program. Nobody wakes up in the morning thinking, hey, I want to be an affiliate for this fitness brand, but everybody wakes up in the morning thinking, I want to be an athlete, I want to be the member of this beauty squad, I want to be a legionnaire, right? Give your program a name that is related to a niche, that is related to something that people who are part of your customer base want to be. Now, lesson 4 is often overlooked, but it's critical. Remove all of the barriers that influencers have in order to say yes to you. So for example, don't try to make them sign up to some complicated affiliate platform. Make sure you're using a platform that allows you to onboard creators yourself, just like SARAL. Make sure that you're not, say for example, sending them creative guidelines or any like sort of content briefs and so on to restrict them into a certain type of content. Make sure that you're doing your best, do all of the work possible for your squad, for your athletes, for your ambassadors. Make sure it's as easy, as frictionless as possible, which is why you need to choose your platforms wisely. Make sure that even applying to the program is a no-brainer. Even if you look at some of these influencer marketing platform forms or affiliate platform, have these clunky looking forms that are not very influencer friendly, and influencers are turned off by that. They need a dashboard, they need an experience, they need an onboarding that shouts, we really care about you. You can get that with a tool such as SARAL, but basically even if you're custom building it, make sure that you put love and care into the tooling of the whole thing and into the whole experience. Make sure you're not forcing them to fill out long forms or make a certain type of content and so on. Phorm never does that. They made their program extremely easy to join through a landing page on your website. Similar pages you can create through SARAL. I'll probably add a screen share here. The less you ask the influencer to change or do, the more likely they are to join your program. Very simple. Point number 4, remove as many barriers as possible. Point number 5, make it less about the money. A lot of influencers nowadays want connection. Nowadays, like every brand wants sales, but every influencer wants connection, wants long-term partnerships. So how can you stand out in this competitive world where everybody just wants sales and money and so on? Make it less about the money. Make it about joining a legion of people, a squad of people. Make a compelling creator offer. I've spoken about this before, but make sure you have the 3 essential components that I talk about. Make sure that there is an incentive for the creator. Make sure that there is an incentive or a discount special offer for their audience to buy from you. And make sure that you add special perks like early access to products, rewards, gifts, events, things like that into the creator offer so that people actually want to work with you and go beyond the money. Actually help your creators grow and achieve their own goals so that you achieve your own goals, which is making sales and building a brand. Takeaway number 5 is don't offer just cash, offer value, offer experiences, offer connection. For the final lesson, show them the mountaintop. One of the best things about Phorm's influencer program is it's so transparent. Whenever an influencer joins the Legionnaire program, they know exactly what they need to do to get how much reward to make your first $1,000 as cash bonus. What do you need to do to earn a higher percentage affiliate commission and so on, right? The entire growth program is laid out. So influencers know what they need to do exactly to get to the top, which means if they're motivated enough, they like the brand enough and they want the reward, they're gonna put in the hard work to reach the top. What most brands do is they have all of these complicated influencer offers, but they're not shared with the influencer, which makes no sense. So be transparent, show them the mountaintop, show them who your best influencers are, both in terms of quality, like here's the type of content they create, and in terms of step-by-step quantitative things that they need to do. Hey, post twice in a month minimum. Post more about the story and the transformation and less about the product. Things like that. Drive X dollars in sales so you can get Y dollars in cash compensation and so on, right? So make sure that you're showing them the path ahead. Create a roadmap for them, drive transparency, and make sure that your influencers are seeing a long-term future with you, because if they don't, then they're just going to flip-flop between brands and promote all sorts of different products which you don't want. You want to make them exclusive, not by binding them in contracts, but by showing them that they can grow with your brand. So those are the main takeaways that Phorm teaches us about their influencer process. Now, we've written a whole blog about this, breaking down the exact strategies with screenshots and everything. So you want to check that out, I'll leave a link in the description. But generally, I think what Phorm teaches us is to make your influencers feel valued. Make sure that they know that they're here to be your partners and not just simply to promote your product. The goal is always to make them fall in love with your brand and in love with working with you so they don't switch and promote any other product. And yes, all of this is work, all of this takes time, but when you do that, you set your brand apart and have influential brand advocates for life. Now, if you're thinking all of this is too much work, it's going to take too much time and you can't manage it, let me prove you wrong. Go click on the link in the description, start a free trial of SARAL, start finding influencers at scale, automating personalized outreach to them and managing them at scale while maintaining the level of personal touch and relationship building that you want with each and every one of them. If you found this video helpful, share this Phorm case study with somebody you like, share it in a Slack group, or click the like button, leave a comment, let me know which other brands you want us to break down, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.